James Kaufman, World News Report today, May 20th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had another large earthquake, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake near Papua New Guinea. It registered a 7 on the DYFI, a 7 on the shake map, and there was an associated tsunami warning with this quake. They do have it at a default depth of 10 kilometers, meaning they don't know the exact depth of this earthquake. This is the USGS. Let's get some additional information about this quake. Jumping over to volcanosandearthquakes.com, we see that our big 6.4 earthquake is right under several volcanoes that are currently erupting. It's like there's 3 or 4 in the immediate area. It's also on a plate tectonic boundary, probably associated with Zealandia, the continent rising out of the sea here. See what we have. We have the main source being the USGS, a default depth of 10 kilometers. We have the Germans coming in at a 6.5 and Raspberry Shake a 6.2, both at the default depth of 10 kilometers, which means nobody has any idea how deep this actual earthquake was. Let's get some more detailed information. So we have a very strong 6.4 magnitude earthquake, the Bismarck Sea. It's technically going to be tomorrow, May 21st, 2025. Taking a look at some more earthquake details, we've already confirmed that it's a 6.4 magnitude earthquake at a default depth. The USGS is the reporting agency, but we also now know that 3.8 atomic bombs worth of energy were released with this quake. Wow. Surprised that there was no tsunami. We will take a look to make sure. But let's quickly compare the different agencies and their opinions about this earthquake. Again, USGS 6.4 10 kilometers, Germany 6.5 10 kilometers, Raspberry Shake a 6.2 at a default depth. You can see down here, a depth of 10 kilometers often means that the depth of the quake could not be determined with sufficient accuracy. We've got a 5.74. It's got to be the French. It is default depth. A 6.4 coming in from the Europeans. Incorporated Research Institution for Seismology, a 6.4 default depth. Here's someone with an actual depth. It is Indonesia, and they're coming in at a 6.4 with a depth of 60 kilometers, and they're probably, well, they're definitely the closest to be able to determine what's going on and probably have more equipment in the area. What else do we have? A 6.5 out of Australia, and finally a 6.3 out of Italy. And, well, the 6.3 is at 15 kilometers of depth, which is very strange compared to what we see. Most everyone's at a default depth, except for the people right on top of the quake, Indonesian government, and all of a sudden, the Italians still at 15 kilometers. Very strange. All right, we did go ahead and check for buoys at the National Data Buoy Center. No buoys in event mode anywhere near this area here. So I think we're okay as far as a tsunami. So another very strong earthquake, 6.4 magnitude earthquake, tsunami warning, no tsunami indicated by the buoys, and it was right on top of Papua New Guinea. Most folks have it at a default depth, Some have it at 60 kilometers and 15 kilometers. I would look forward to more very strong earthquakes in the near-term future as our plates are charged with energy from all of the activity that we're seeing from our sun, especially these 3 or 4 days of geomagnetic disturbances and storms via the huge coronal hole and solar winds. And we've actually had several solar flares, although we're not quite sure which ones may hit Earth. Please share, please subscribe if you haven't, and always remember that anything's possible. Bizarro world. God bless.